Oh my god, guys, it is finally here. We are back. This is Pack Monster. We're going to be reviewing patch 3.14, Terra the Earth Mother, and all sorts of other goodies, as well as Summer of Smite 2016 Week 4. So we're going to jump straight in because we've got so much to do, and I've already tried to record this video twice, and for various reasons I've fucked it up. So I'm going to be quick. First of all, we've got a Chang'e skin. That's not a Shang skin. This is a Shang skin. Enchanted Disney princess sort of looking thing. All the girlies will probably like that. Not for me, but it looks alright. Then we go straight on to Osiris, which I'm pretty sure is around here somewhere. Here we go. A new tier 2 for him. Looks pretty alright. I could probably find a better use for 250 gems, but if you play Osiris all the time and you really like the skin, then it's not too bad at all, really, and it's 10 times better than his recolor because his recolor looks like shite. And then we go on to the Grim Chest, which just got released today. This comes with 4 pretty cool skins: Hou, Guan Yu, Arachne, and Hades, so some pretty cool stuff in there. They've also chucked that in with it, so not too bad. The only disadvantage with this is you can get the tier 2 Scylla skin in this chest. Why they've done that, I don't really know, because you can buy it for 9,000 Faber or like 100 and something, maybe 150 gems, something like that. So if you get that, you've actually lost a lot of gems, and it's a real waste of money. So watch out for that. Except for that, it's actually a really quite cool chest. And then we are going to bang straight onto, oh, I don't know if you guys actually know this, but pots are back at last. I mean, I covered it in another video, but I don't know if you guys have seen anything about it. But they took out pots about a month ago, and I've been missing them to hell because I get full build and then I go, oh well, what am I going to spend the rest of this money on? Should I start swapping out abilities, all this type of stuff, which has been interesting, but I think, to be honest, I'd rather have the pots. They've been changed a little bit, so if you guys want to pause it and have a little look at exactly what the description says. I think the power got dropped by 30 and you get an extra dot ability on it. At least that's what they were going to do, but they seem to have changed it around because it said that you were going to get it at level 7 and now it's level 10. So they've obviously been messing around with that a little bit, but that's cool. Our power pot's back, and equally, in case you guys were interested, there is the power pot for the mages, the magical might. Again, level 10. I think the magical power went down by 15. You get a little bit of cooldown with it now, and yeah, some other little cool stuff. So have a little pause at that and read away if you're interested. So that is really, really dope. But moving on to the really exciting stuff, Summer of Smite. So as you can see, we've already unlocked it because we've tried this video before. But we've got Pool Party Jing Wei. Now, she is really cool looking. She doesn't look quite as cool as her little picture does. She's actually got the glasses down, which I think looks a bit weird, but it's alright. I didn't really think I was going to like the skin that much, but I did take her into jungle, and I'll explain in a little bit why I like this skin quite as much as I do. She's a cool little skin right there. I think it's a really good price for 400.
Attack the Gold Fury! Attack!
Similar sort of stuff as always, if you're used to the Jing Wei voice pack. We've got the Floaty Corn avatar, ward skin even, sorry guys, which is really, really cool. It does a little dance as well, so we like that a lot. And we've got the Annoncer Pack, so I'm going to be quiet and let this run for a sec so you guys can see exactly what it sounds like.
An enemy has been slain. Can't stop, won't stop. All of them. In the ground, no mercy.
Awesome. Fucking love it, man. F-Dot's literally one of my favourite casters. If you don't know what a caster is, he is the dude, along with a couple other dudes and dudettes. I'm not going to say dudettes, that's not the most cringe-worthy shit I've ever heard in my life. Some people over on the High Risk Twitch channel cast when there's any sort of pro games on, and he's one of the casters. He's probably one of the best ones, to be honest, in my opinion, and I actually think, by the sounds of things, it's a really, really cool Annoncer Pack. We also got 2 Enigma chests. We've got fuck all out of them. I think we've got 2 recolors, so absolute shit. But that's not to say you guys won't get something good. I think I got an Osiris tier 4 skin in one of them, which is worth like 600 gems, so that's pretty dope. but that is that, and we will go into, I think, yeah, what we'll do is we'll go into jungle and check out the Jing Wei skin right now. And what we're also going to look out for is we're going to look out for the loading frame, because the loading frame has had some changes to it. Where is she? The animation was broken for a little while, and they've fixed that. So not only will you see that there's an anchor at the bottom that tells you whether you're connected or not. That used to light up. That's still working and has been since it got released. But there's tiki torches on the top that were meant to come alight. Now they do come alight. So that's really cool. So we'll actually check that out and see. Oh, look, it's perfect. We've got the little sandy beach, and she's all ready for a pool party. How convenient. So we'll have a little look. So see the tiki torches at the top of my loading frame? They should come alight as soon as I've connected. There we go. So it's very brief, but that's what it looks like anyway. So we're going to try and load her up. We're going to try and level her up as quick as possible. Get some levels so we can play around with some of these abilities. And like I was saying, guys, visually, this skin's alright. I wouldn't really be aching to use her visually for the actual what she looks like right about now. But when let's grab a load of cooldown quickly so we can have a look at some of these abilities. But as far as her abilities go, I really enjoy her abilities, guys. I really do. So first of all, you've got this jumping thing. God damn, that took a while. Let's go grab some wood. Is it still? Oh, it's leveling up my abilities. Jesus, I was wondering if that really did confuse me for a second. So we got some woods. So while that makes a ton of noise, we'll have a look at some woods. They are jokes. I mean, there's certain people. I know one person in particular who are absolutely going to love this type of stuff. Really cool. I actually really do like that. But we'll go moving on. There's this. So that's our pool party thing. It says pool party on it. She sort of puts her hand in the air like a little Superman jump afterwards. Really cool. Her basic attack animation looks fucking amazing, guys. It looks so good. It's basically just a little water pistol. Wherever she hits, that's where you'll get the animation of the explosion, which is really good as well, even if you don't hit anything. Not quite as large as if you do hit something, but really good. I just am so happy with the way that they've done that. Now, here we go. On for our 2. So our explosive bullets. You guys ready for this? Because this is fucking awesome. Hell yeah. You literally chuck out a bunch of water balloons. It's fantastic. I absolutely love what they've done with this. It's so smart. And it looks fantastic. I'm just smiling so much like that. I really do like that so much. The animation on these abilities are fucking fantastic, as well as the basic attacks. Everything they've done with the mechanics and the look of the actual skin in action is really great. So we got this thing, a little bit of watery, sort of it all in line with the Smite thing, and then we've got her which is what you'd expect. It's got like a couple pool party things knocking about. But you can't really beat those water balloons. And that's Jing Wei. I mean, she looks fucking great, and literally, I'm telling you, I could stand there and play with her for so long, because she's a whole load of fun. Like, that kit just makes her fun. Like, she was a fun character to play before, but just the skin just makes her so much fun to play. Anyway, so we're going to leave that there, and we are going to move on. I'll tell you what, we'll get these other 2 things out of the way. We are coming to Terra, I promise. I'm saving it till the end. First of all, what you do need to know is this right here. Win games and gems. So if you win 7 games between now and the 12th of August, which I think is about 9 days. Yep, 9 days. You will receive 75 free gems to put towards your Jing Wei skin. Or something else, of course. You can spend them on whatever you want. But 75 is actually quite a considerable amount, and that's really nice of Hi-Res to give us that. So definitely make sure you get on before the 12th of August and make sure you get your free gems, because free gems aren't that common in this game, so you've got to pick them up when you can. Definitely do that. And then the last thing before we move on to Terra is, I mentioned it in a previous video, but this is called Odyssey Tier 5. Now, I'll run through it very quick, but what it is it's an Odyssey event happens every year. It happened last year. It's happening this year. When it happened last year, if you completed the whole chain of there's sort of like a map or a pathway, and when you got to the end of it, if you've done all of it basically through buying skins and some quests and some other stuff, you got the opportunity to get one of these two skins, Thanatos Archon, which is worth anywhere between 800 and 1200 Great British pounds, which is a fucking insane amount of money, and Thor Ragnarok, which I think is around about 200 quid or something, just because this one looks so much better. But some people still pick the Ragnarok. I mean, the Ragnarok, you actually see the Ragnarok around a lot more often, because I think people were thinking, oh well, it looks cooler now, but in hindsight I think people have realized that Archon is just unbelievably unreal. But anyway, they're called tier 5 skins, and the idea of them is as you level one of your abilities, so if I'm playing Thanatos and I level my scythe, where I do a huge cone in front of me, if I level that up to max, as soon as I do that I reach tier 2 and I evolve into the second part. So what we'll do is we'll actually go to Thanatos quick, so this makes a little bit more sense to you guys. And if we click on Archon, what you'll see is when he starts, this is him with none of his levels abilities maxed, and this is going to be him with one of his abilities maxed. There we go. And then when he maxes a second ability, and then when he maxes a third ability, he turns into that, and the ultimate isn't counted. So basically you've got 3 evolutions and they just look fantastic. That's exactly the same with Thor, and that's what they're doing again this year. And everybody got a chance to vote on exactly what they wanted. Assassins weren't counted because these two were both assassins and they want to mix it up, and for that very reason you have the choice between Mage, Hunter, Warrior and Guardian, and I said in a previous video I really wanted Mage, or I could settle with Hunter. The vote has come through, and as you can see here, Mages have won, guys. We've done it. If you didn't want Mages, that kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie, that does sort of suck for you, but it's not over just yet, because there's 4 or possibly 5 different stages to this Odyssey vote sort of event thing that's going on. And basically if you go onto the website and you can click this in-game link, yes, mages have been picked, but there's going to be a part where concept art is submitted, and then once the concept art is submitted, then there's going to be a point where the actual god is picked, and then once the god is picked, then there's going to be concept art for that god exclusively, and it's all going to involve us, so we all get to choose exactly what we want. Now I'm hoping for a really cool Anubis one. It seems like people are quite keen on Alposh now that Mage has been announced, and there's been some really cool concept art from Alposh. If you want to check that out, go to the Smite Reddit, Odyssey tier 5, and you'll be able to check out all of the cool new concept art that people have done. Some really talented people out there. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to mention before we moved on, as well as the actual gems. And the last thing I mentioned before we move on to Terra is this new system down here where you can see everybody in your party as well as yourself. So a little bit of an interface change there, which is really nice. I think that's a really nice touch. Makes the game a little bit more user-friendly, I guess you could say. So we're going to go straight into the jungle, and we are going to check out Terra. I'm going to try and make this really quick, guys. If it's too quick, go check out my other video that's called Patch Notes 314 pre-PTS or PTS. That's under the playlist section, sorry, the Patch Notes playlist in my channel. And it goes a lot more into exactly what she's about and what she can do and all that type of stuff. But for now, we are just going to see exactly what she's all about. And she's got some really, really cool abilities. We'll have an incredibly quick read through them, use them once or twice, and then we'll call it there, because this video is almost 15 minutes long already, and that's kind of the limit that I wanted to keep it at. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight here. We're going to build all cooldown, loads and loads of cooldown, all the cooldown, thank you, and then we are going to check out some of these moves. So the first one that you've got is your passive, that as long as she's got a standing stone up, which is one of these two, let's quickly show you these, one of them or one of them, you get your passive, and when you have your passive, you become immune to knockups, and her basic attacks slow enemies. which is really, really, really cool. That basically means that Sobek, Herc, quite a lot of players won't be able to pick you up and chuck you across the map, which is excellent. So we love that already. Then you've got a dash. It's a pretty low range, as you can see, 35, and quite slow. But it's a dash, and you can go through enemies with it. Now the advantage with this is you can actually use it to do stuff with your next two abilities. So for instance, if I put this one out and then I crash into it, as you can see, the crashing thing changes. I smash that and actually create an AoE. I create shrapnel and an AoE. So I'll be able to show you quickly next to this Odin. So we put that there. I don't hit him with the ability, but we hit him with the shrapnel because he was standing quite close to the wall. As you can see, the other one was still standing, so you can just do it with one. The really cool thing is, though, is if I hit it, I actually get a second dash. So I can hit that one, and then I'm allowed a second dash with no cooldown, which is absolutely fantastic. She's got this really cool basic attack animation. She's just a real cool bitch. She's just fucking awesome. Like, she looks like a bit like an Amazonian sort of I don't know. She just looks great. She really does. Then we go on to Monolith quickly, which is a heal. If I'm standing here, I get healed. Equally, if I smash into it, I root anybody that was in there, any enemies, and now this becomes a damaging field that does dot damage. So really, really cool. And then straight away onto her ult. Her ult is going to increase our movement speed. It's going to give us less cooldowns, so we can use our abilities more often. And is going to make it so that they cost absolutely nothing. So none of my abilities will cost mana. This lasts 10 seconds, and not only lasts for me, but every single teammate on your team, as long as they're alive when they're active, when the ultimate was popped. On top of this, you also get a little shield. If you take 4 instances of damage, be it this Ra's basic attacks or his abilities, once I take my 4th hit, I'll get a heal. So we're going to check that out as well. So as you can see, my movement speed's gone up. Nothing is costing me any money to use. I mean, I can just do whatever I want. And I also got healed off the back of it as well. And then if we put this down, as you can see, I'm getting healed off it. But if I crush into it, now all of a sudden it becomes a damaging field. And he was actually rooted for a second there. That's why he couldn't move. So that's really, really cool. And then, so we've gone through the dash. This one, you can either leave it and he'll go and it will activate itself. Right there. And you see, if he's right in the middle of it, he takes twice the amount of damage and he also gets stunned. If he's standing to either side, he takes the normal amount of damage but doesn't get stunned. So we'll check that now. So we'll put that there. He just takes... Oh, well, he took both then. Obviously, that wasn't accurate enough. But the monolith we've already explained, and the ultimate we've already explained, and the dash is really cool. It goes through people as well. That was really quick. I know it was really quick, guys. But like I said, if you want to check her out a little bit more in detail, go check out my 3.4 patch notes video. Until then, I hope that was a really nice insight into everything that's going on at the moment, because there is so much going on. And yeah, log on Smite, get your 75 free gems, check out some of this new stuff, check out the new god, check out the new skins, check out the new Annoncer Pack, check out the new wards, and until next time, peace, guys. Hey guys, the video was obviously meant to end there, but what I did just realize is on the Smite website there's something called The Great Games Are Here, and I sort of saw this about 2 weeks ago and actually somewhat forgot about it. It's all based around Arena, and here we go. So not only have we got this quest one which I mentioned, which is called The Winner's Circle, where when you win 7 games you earn 75 gems, but when that ends on the 12th, which is 9 days away, there's going to be a second quest called The Great Games. Play 6 matches of the Great Games in Arena to earn another 50 gems. So we're already up to 125 free gems. So if you guys can't spend or don't want to spend money on some of the really cool skins that are coming out at the moment with Summer of Smite and all that type of stuff, this is a really good way to get some free gems. When that ends, 10 days later on the 22nd of August, the third quest will start, which is called The Great Slays. Get 200 kills and assists, so combined, to earn another 50 gems. So you're earning up to 175 in total. And it's not really too difficult to do all of them. So I thought I'd add that on the end because it's all to do with Smite and what's going on at the moment. And I didn't want to miss it out because I was just about to render. yep, some extra useful information. Alright, sweet guys, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.